Y'all killing me with this.
Beat a lot of things. Like in previous times that I've talked about her, in like multiple different episodes, I've talked about how she like always brings up how violent she is. She's like, anybody talks to my man, I'm gonna slap that bitch across the goddamn face. Every time. Or like she talks to another girl on her podcast. She goes, when you fight with your boyfriend, you know, what do you do to take care of the situation? The girl's like, well, I handle it calmly. You know, I try to hear out his side of the story. Then I give my side of the story, and we try to handle it amicably. And Miss Welch goes, what? You don't just goddamn smack him, punch him across the goddamn face? You don't give him a goddamn pile driver off the goddamn second story? You know what I mean? You don't just fuck him up because he can't hit you back? You don't do none of that shit. The girl's like, no, I just like, you know, handle it like a human being. At every chance this girl gets, she's like, I'm constantly beating the fuck out of my boyfriend. If he even looks at me the wrong way, I'll backhand him. You know, she's kind of crazy with this shit. She starts talking about this shit here. It's no different.
What do you think about Pookie's Pickles?
I don't like it anymore. I just looked at it the way you explained it, and now I'm like, what?
I really don't mind. I just whatever she wants, I just do
There you
whatever. I just
See,
follow her
you're
lead.
smart, man. When you've been dating somebody a month, it's always just yes.
Well,
You see, always just yes, you know, always yes. Why is it always yes? I have a feeling Pookie's sitting there because he looks very respectable. Like, you see him here, he's got his hands underneath his thighs. He's sitting next to Mr. Mark Cuban. That Mark's like, hey, Pookie. He's like, yes, sir. You know what I mean? He's very respectful right now, you know? So I have a feeling she starts popping off on him. Pookie's just kind of sitting there like, yes, baby. And he just takes it all, you know?
I just follow her
you're
lead.
smart, man. When you've been dating somebody a month, it's always just yes.
well, for the most part, I don't understand the word no when he tells me no. I'm like, what? Then he normally changes his mind and gives in.
She likes to pinch my ears a lot.
Was that your idea?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Look, so see, that was awkward. Like, that was very awkward. He's like, it's like a little cry for help from Pookie a little bit, you know? She says, yeah, you just got to say yes to me. And he goes, yeah, with once again, his hands underneath his thighs in the chair. He's like, she likes to pinch my ears a lot, you know? And then they all sit there quiet. Mark looks over at her. He's like, bitch, are you abusing this man? Are you abusing this man? Like, giving her that look, right? This is where she starts talking about how she's like just beats the shit out of this guy.
I'm like, what? Then he normally changes his mind and gives in.
She likes to pinch my ears a lot.
Awkward.
Was that your idea?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Did somebody do that to you before?
Well, when me and my brothers would fight when we were little, that was like my only defense mechanism, I guess. So I'd grab him by his ears until they started bleeding, and I'd just like...
Till they started bleeding?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
We were mean to each other.
So this shit is wild. So if you remember, if you know anything about this Haliey Welch, her mom is a crackhead. So she's a crack baby. So she's running around, you know, their property in Tennessee. You know, it's like a fucking, like an old pasture. Like, what's that old show? Home on the Range or some shit like that. You know what I mean? She's like in one of those type situations. But it's like a bunch of crack babies running around. They're all, you know, running around. You ever see South Park? And they do the episode where it's crack basketball, and they put like a crack rock in the middle of like this circle, and the two crack babies have to like fight over the crack rock. You know what I mean? They're like taking bets on like which crack baby's gonna win. So this is like one of those type situations. Haliey Welch is coming in with her finishing move. She grabs the ears, the fucking brother. She's like, oh! Until they bleed. You know. So she grew up violent. Like, she woke up and chose violence every day of her life since inception. You know what I mean? And she's going to transfer those skills into her everyday life and the relationships that she has with the people around her.
But
Like real blood?
yeah. Like, I'd grab him by his ears. And you can ask him to this day. I can call him now and he'll tell you.
Now I know why he wears the hat.
Yeah. I'm easy on his ears. Now, my poor brother, he used to get it so bad from me.
How old are your brothers?
So the middle one, he is 26, and then the oldest one is 40.
40?
So that she has these older brothers I mean, she's got to take those crack babies and grab them by the ears. Like, how else is she going to defend herself? You know what I mean? Because they're all fighting for the crack. And that's the only way you're going to get it is by pinching those goddamn ears, right? So that's just a little taste of her violent past, you know? And I'm telling you, she's smacking this Pookie guy around. You pay attention. Look at this guy. He's practically, wait until you see. She talks about the ear grabbing and shit like that. Every time they cut back to Mark Cuban and Pookie's blinking his eyes like fucking crazy. Like, it's almost like he's doing like Morse code. Like, he's like, somebody fucking help me. He's doing like beep, 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 like blinking. Dude, I'm telling you, watch this. This guy cannot stop blinking for his goddamn life.
Middle one, he is 26, and then the oldest one is 40.
40?
Yeah. My daddy's old.
Yeah.
Sorry, Henry.
Yeah. So there's 3 of you?
Yeah. The oldest one's got a different mama, though.
Oh.
Look, that was just a little taste. That one wasn't even that bad. This guy, I'm telling you, check this shit out. You think that was bad? That was nothing. Watch how much this guy keeps fucking blinking. I'm telling you.
I don't have to force him.
Oh, you get it.
He's gonna
I figured
wears
you would,
it.
like force him to do it.
You were so easy to please.
Some things, yeah.
I'm kind of like that, too.
Yeah,
you give me a bag of chips, I'm good to go.
Yeah, I'm good, right? I don't. There's
Blink, blink,
like,
blink, blink.
Unless there's
blink,
a good reason
blink,
to stress, there's no
blink,
reason to stress.
blink. Jesus fucking Christ. One more. Look at this fucking guy. I'm telling you, it's going to happen like right here. Look at how much this guy's blinking. I wish that I had like in like Scooby-Doo, every time somebody blinks, it's like blink, 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 like little like cartoony noise. I wish I had something like that for this.
Some things, yeah.
I'm kind of like that, too.
Yeah,
you give me a bag of chips, I'm good to go.
Yeah, I'm good, right? I
Look.
There's like, unless there's a good reason to stress, there's no reason to stress.
Yo, he won't fucking stop. This is crazy, dude. Look at this guy.
There's like,
Blink, blink,
unless
blink,
there's a good reason
blink,
to stress, there's
blink,
no reason to stress.
blink. It's gonna cut back to him again. Watch.
Like, you need an app where you can just give people advice.
You know, like an AI.
Look, blink,
thing.
blink,
Yeah.
Maybe something.
blink.
What's something you think?
It's like, what the fuck is happening? I'm telling you, it's like he's legitimately like sending out like Morse code signals. He's like, somebody please help me. You know what I mean? So we're going to end this little Hawk Tooie segment and move on to Senior Tony Hinchcliffe.
Sometimes I don't know how fucking cringy and ridiculous I sound.
That soundbite's a little too long. We might have to get rid of it, okay? But before we end up moving on to Senior Hinchcliffe, I want to end on this time code with Miss Hawk Tooie. You know this bitch is leaving streaks in the goddamn toilet? Yo, everywhere she goes, she's leaving streaks in the toilet. Her best friend's talking about it. Pookie's talking about it. I'm sure she goes to Mark Cuban's house. Mark Cuban's like, yo, bitch, this toilet costs $50,000. What the fuck are you doing? You know, everywhere she goes, because she's lactose intolerant, the bitch won't stop eating goddamn cheese and milk. You know what I mean? So she's talking about this lactose intolerance. She's shitting her britches, bro. She's leaving streaks all over everyone's toilet. Listen to this.
Think about that.
You're lactose intolerant.
Yeah, unfortunately, I am lactose intolerant.
Me too.
Oh my God! But you still eat ice cream?
I eat anything with milk in it, and I just suffer. Because, like, I've went my whole life eating it.
It's
and
not
then
that you suffer. I don't mind. Like as a guy,
I don't mind it.
If I'm farting sitting on the toilet, that's a bonus every day,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
What does he say about it?
She has not got to where she'll poop around me.
Yeah. I saw
So right there, you know, that's a big tell, you know, but that's normal. You're in a relationship with somebody, you know, you living together, whatever the situation is, eventually you're going to shit around each other. You know what I mean? But let's talk about toilet etiquette here. That's what they're about to talk about in a second.
this toilet up the other day.
Yeah, that is like the king right there.
She
I
came,
come out and my face is red. I was like, I have bad news.
she said I stopped it up, and I'm telling you, when I walked in there and seen that,
Don't
I
say
did not
what
know
you
what
said.
to do.
Oh my God, dude. She stopped up the toilet. This guy walks in. He don't know what the fuck is happening. He walked into like a war zone. You know, it was like Saving Private Ryan. Like fucking people were dying. He was like, what the fuck is happening? He's looking in there. He goes, how did you even eat all this shit? There's like stuff, like all sorts of crazy shit that you wouldn't expect to be in there. You know what I mean? There's like a garden gnome like sticking out of one end of it. He's like, what the fuck is happening here? You know, so like this is insane. right out the rip. So and that's even crazier. As soon as she brings that up, she goes, I stopped up his toilet the other day. Mark Cuban's like, fuck yeah, bro, you a fucking man. Like, trying to be like, see, I'm regular just like you guys. If that happened in if one of Mark Cuban's kids stopped up his toilet today, he'd kick him out the goddamn house. He'd be like, no son of mine is gonna stock up the goddamn toilet. Mark Cuban's a fucking cuck. So he's sitting there trying to pretend like he's this like everyman. Listen to this shit.
Yeah. I stocked his toilet up the other day.
Yeah. That is like the king right there.
I come out and my face is red. I was like, I have bad news.
She said I stopped it up, and I'm telling you, when I walked in there and seen that,
Don't
I
say
did not
what
know
you
what
said.
to do.
You take a picture?
No.
Oh, I definitely would have taken a
I
picture.
closed my eyes and just went to plumbing.
It was rough. So he locked his keys in his apartment. And so I had to go through the window and like let him in.
Is this before the shit or after the shit?
This is before. I'm on the verge of like shitting myself at this point because it was just that bad. I got through the window, I unlocked the door, and I hauled ass. I was gone. There's tire marks after I got out of there.
Oh, she's
Tire marks after Oh, dude, we even doubled up on the sound for that one, bro. I've never heard anyone call them tire marks before. That is rough, dude, to call them tire marks. They got some crazy fucking slang in Tennessee, bro. She's calling like a pussy a cooter. She's calling like the fucking streaks a fucking tire marks. You know what I mean? Pookies, pickles. I don't know what's coming out of this bitch's mouth. So she's going to this guy's bathroom. Not only is she stopping up the goddamn toilet, she's leaving evidence at the fucking crime scene now.
terrible about that. Every time she goes, she leaves a little streak, and I'm like, I have the brush. Just
Yes,
give it a
every
little brush
time.
for
No,
once.
she does
Just
do
one
that.
brush and it'll be fine.
She's the worst about
Oh,
it.
you're talking about driving streak.
No.
No, the streaks in the toilet, like
Oh, like we're going.
Oh my God. So even Mark Cuban, he's like, yeah, you talking like when she pulls away in like her Ferrari, right? Like, cause now she's rich. You talking like she like skids out, right? And cause both of her friend and her boyfriend are like, yo, you should see the damage that she does when she's done taking her shit. Like we have to remodel the bathroom like when she's done taking it. Like, it's bad, you know? And Mark Cuban's like, but tire marks in his head. He's like, tire marks? What? How's she leaving tire marks in the bathroom? So he doesn't understand what the fuck they're talking about. So he goes, well, you talking like when you peel off in the car, right? They're like, no.
There's tire marks after I got out of there.
oh, she's terrible about that. Every time she goes, she leaves a little streak, and I'm like, I have the brush. Just
Yes,
give it a
every
little brush
time.
for
No,
once.
she does
Just
do
one
that.
brush and it'll be fine.
She's the worst about
Oh,
it.
you're talking about driving streak.
No.
No, the streaks in the toilet, like
Oh, like we're going down. Haliey is the poop master.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's rough when I get in there.
she left. I went to work, and
Yo, I think Mark Cuban kind of like likes the shit a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's like one of those, what do they call them? A scat man? You know, I think he might be a scat man. You know what I mean? One of those like German Scheisse dudes, you know? Because she talked about clogging up the toilet. He got ready to celebrate. Have a goddamn like a what do they call those? Like a marching band type shit. You know what I mean? Over the whole thing. Now she talks about leaving streaks in the toilet. He's like, she's like the poop master. Did you even see his face? He goes to like sit back in his chair. He's like, oh my God. It's like he's having like a revelation over the fact that she's like leaving streaks in the toilet. Look at this asshole's face.
the streaks in the toilet, like
Oh, like we're going down. Haliey is the poop master.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's rough when I get in there.
she was.
Look at his face right here. He's like, oh my God. Watch this. Wait, he goes, oh man.
Haliey is the poop master.
Dude,
Watch
I'm
his
telling
face.
You, it's rough when I get in there.
She left. I went to work, and
He's looking up in the sky. He's like, I've seen the light, dude. He's like, Haliey is like literally the poop master, bro. Like, that's insane. That I don't know. This is just fucking crazy to me.
left that day. I got home. And there was a little surprise waiting for me in the bottom. So I sent her a picture. I said, "What is this?"
See, you got
couldn't
the
have flushed it
picture
twice.
working.
See, but I know if that's there, I'm like, Haley's been here.
Oh yeah, it's 100%. And she never shuts the door. Doesn't
That's
turn the
what
fan
Mark
on.
telling you.
It's just
Never
pure.
shuts the door, so you'll just poop and everybody will just watch you poop.
I actually have like a shy butthole.
I have a shy butthole, she says. Okay, I don't know, nothing shy about that. You know what I mean? These guys are like, everywhere she goes, she's leaving dead bodies. There's streaks in the toilet. You know, sometimes she doesn't even flush. Like, she'll fucking, Pookie sitting there like, yo, bro, she'll stay over my house, right? And then, like, she'll leave and go to, like, Hollywood, right? So now my house has been empty for, like, 2 days, right? I come home, and there's, like, shit all over my goddamn toilet. He's like, well, I don't even know what to do, man. So let's give it up for Haliey Welch and her shy butthole. You know what I mean? Wait. There we go. Okay. Everything's off today. The soundboard's off. My cadence is off. You know what I mean? We're even a little behind on the fucking time codes a little bit.
And hold my fart like a bong rip.